When to get on, I forgot. All right.
It's okay, Joanne. It's not your
No,
responsibility.
I know. Well, it takes a village sometimes, David.
Okay. So, questions, reports? Um, have any problems in your practice? Issues you want to raise?
Hey, one quick question. I think I know the answer, but just to make sure it's in my mind. Um, that as our hands are going down, our body is still going down, and we're not coming up until we hit the quad. Is that right? Am I right?
No.
Oh, I think I am.
You're still going down as long until the fingers have
Oh,
pointed
okay.
down
All
and the
right.
elbows rise. As the
And
hands
then, okay.
sink, now you are beginning to rise.
That's what I had been doing. And then when I reread things this week, I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Glad I asked.
Yeah, it's the difficult spot is after you've come across, and everybody wants to begin to rise as you do this movement,
But it has to be, yeah. Okay. I
but you're
understand.
still sinking there.
Yes. Okay. That's, yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Anything for you, Carol? No.
Linda, Carol is muted because when, for some reason, when Carol's on, we're getting an echo when we talk. So
Yeah.
sometimes when Carol needs to talk, I'll mute, and that has been working. So,
Oh.
yeah, last time that's what happened. So Carol could talk, I muted.
Oh,
But Linda doesn't seem to be. Linda's Zoom isn't affecting it, so I don't get it. But
yeah. I'm.
I'm wondering, David, if it's because I have you on my television, so I can see. I'm mirroring on my TV.
uh,
I'm wondering if I bring my volume on the TV all the way down. Does that make a difference?
it does.
Does it?
I
Okay.
think the part of the echo is that if there's more than one device going at the same time,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yep.
that happens because I'm on Zoom calls where people are on their phone and on their computer. So that might be it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't hear it now.
You don't hear it now. You know what?
No.
I just I muted the
You
TV.
solved it.
And well, as soon as you said that, I said, "Oh, what am I doing differently
Gotcha.
than anybody?" Yeah, I think it's
Yep.
because I need the bigger screen. So
Good.
okay,
Oh, that's great.
Great.
Yeah.
So, Linda, I'm presuming you don't have any particular questions at the moment, and probably haven't had a chance to look at the videos anyway.
I haven't had a chance to catch up. I did a lot of meditating when I was there,
Oh, I'm sure.
but I found that the energy work that I would do in the morning um, seemed to work better for me when I was doing cloud hands, and mostly because it's so much more familiar to me.
Yeah.
So I really did very little marriage at Heaven and Earth.
Okay, that's fine.
We're still echoing.
Yes, we are.
Hmm.
So, what I'd like you to do is start with doing 10 reps of heaven and earth, and keeping in mind we worked last week on keeping the twisting and bending and stretching continuous as you do that. So sort of beginning to try to keep that present as you do that flow. So stand. And just let yourself stand for a moment. Let your mind settle. And then step out. Coming into your basic structure. And really taking that moment to be aware of your connection to the earth and to the heavens. Trying to allow your feet and ankles and legs to relax, and the qua. And right on up through the torso and arms and crown of your head. And the head lifting slightly off the top of the spine so that you keep that passage open for the chi. Let your breathing slow and lengthen. Very smooth with no pauses. And when you are ready, you can begin. You can sit. So did that raise any questions for anyone? Anything come up in that? Okay. So let me just remind you of a couple of things. So one thing is that in that transitional movement at the very beginning, we're not bringing the hands into the center. We are simply twisting and bending in their position at the sides. And then as you come up in one, that extension continues all the way till you have completed. It should ideally be above your head level, crown of your head, and the extension continues as the arms go back, and you make that connection going into that horizontal movement. So you want to make sure that as you're going up, that you don't relax into this movement, which I saw appearing to happen, although I admit Zoom is not always accurate. Was that a question?
No, that was me coughing. Sorry.
It's okay, no problem. Um, much better on 3. Um, as a matter of fact, through the rest, really my main comment really is in 1 and 2 today, and in that beginning. The one other thing I wanted to add is there are a number of breathing patterns that you can use, but the easiest one is a 4-breath pattern. And in that, you do an inhale and an exhale, which might be a little shorter. That's entirely up to you. You can take as whatever time you want to in that transitional movement. And then 1 is an inhale up, exhale is a 2, inhale 3, exhale 4 and 5, inhale 6, and exhale 7. So you might play with that breathing pattern this week as you practice. And, any other questions there at the moment? So, I now want to go on into a meditative practice, beginning to look at the first stage of outer dissolving, ice to water. And so we'll just be doing this one step at a time here at the moment. So you are all sitting already, but be very aware of your structure as you sit, keeping the back straight, feet flat on the floor, and all the things that we talked about in standing we want to maintain as we're sitting. And really beginning to be very aware of how you're breathing. Remembering that you want to be using as much of the longevity breathing as you can without effort. And it's good to let your eyes gently close at this stage. And first, just feel down from the top of your head down through your body, and see how aware you can be of what you feel in your body. And then we're going to begin to start thinking about dissolving, letting go of that which is false, so that what is real can remain. So I want you to start from the top of your head and feel down the front, the sides, and the back. Becoming aware of any place you feel strength or tension, or something that doesn't feel quite right, especially if you don't know what it is, or any type of contraction. And as we've previously done, just recognize those places, knowing that eventually we're going to begin to resolve what is stuck and what's blocked. But first you have to be aware. It's hard to change something that you don't know is there. And as you do this, consider that some courage will be needed for a person to be willing to deal with even just one moment of this. Now I want you to start again at the top of your head and to feel the spot that was soft when you were a baby, a point called Bai Hui, which means 100 convergences, 100 meetings. That's the place we always want to start from. It's a place where many energetic things, all the yang energy forces in your body, culminate. They all come together in that spot. So you want to focus and just feel that spot. You want to feel if there is anything in there that you can feel, that your awareness can attach to, that feels as though it is one of the four conditions. Any sensation of tension, strength, something that doesn't feel quite right, or any type of contraction. Just put your attention on that spot where you feel one of those four conditions. And you'll find ice. It's not fire. It's not flowing. It's not smooth. It's not like air. It's not as calm as it should be. And very often, it will be very vague to you. You may not have some sort of words in your head that you can use to describe it. You don't know it when you see it. You will know it when you feel it. You will know it when you sense it. And you will know it when you become aware of it, however you become aware of it. Just put your attention on that area. And let your mind gently be beyond it. And be willing for it to soften. The sense of softening may feel like a buzz, but it won't be completely soft or completely comfortable. Just keep your attention on it until it relaxes, becoming soft, so that which is hard becomes soft. And this will be relaxation. You just did this going down your body to every part of your body, piece by piece, section by section, bit by bit. You would become physically relaxed. And while that would be perfectly fine to become physically relaxed, being physically relaxed will not take you to the depths of your mind, the depths of your emotions, or the depths of your soul. And it will not take you into the depths of your central nervous system. Feeling better or relaxed is not the same as completely releasing something. It's a great start, and it feels wonderful. But truly much more is possible. It is a kind of barrier between what I would call the normal conscious thought of any level of complex thought. No matter how complex, the matter and how learned, it still exists on the surface of your mind and is a barrier to going deeper. When you feel what your nervous system is really doing at a subtle and emotional level, then you can feel if everything is not truly just as it should be. You can feel it. You can sense it. You can recognize it. Well, some people will see pictures. You may start talking in your head about it. But the pictures will be a distraction, and the talking in your head will be a distraction. The thoughts will be a distraction. So go to what's behind that and follow it inside. Follow it through the layers as you become more aware of your nervous system and the layers of your body's stress. Feel what is underneath it that keeps it going in that one spot, as though you can go right into your cells, right into your nerves, right into your DNA, and right into your very mind and spirit, and right into the depths of your soul. Follow the energy that's behind and keep on being willing for it to let go. And as it lets go, there will be something behind it, a sense of energy. Don't worry about the conversations you have, because the conversations you have don't mean anything. It's what's behind it, what's below it, that keeps it alive, that generates it. Where is that place from which your billions of thoughts arise? Follow it inside. And then keep on going as you go in deeper. That sense of relaxation will show you another tension, or will show you something else that's ice in there. And let that go to water. But keep on going in. Keep on relaxing. And letting go at that spot in the crown of your head. And your whole body will relax. Your whole body will open up to your awareness. Your body will become something you know, rather than a stranger. And rather than thinking about your body, you'll actually feel it. Your feeling will go to the next level, the next step. And the next possibility of all human beings to feel and recognize what's inside of themselves. Not because someone tells you about it, but because they find it out and feel for themselves. And then you may feel another layer of tension, and just go into it. Be willing for it to release, and let it release. And go deeper. And you may feel the energy that's behind not getting distracted by the thoughts, by pictures, by the talking in your head about anything. And not getting distracted by your interpretation of what you're feeling. Just keep feeling. If you interpret too much, you miss it. You won't go to the next deeper layer until you eventually find a deep enough place inside yourself with a willingness for everything to release. And it will happen all of a sudden. You feel as though you're completely releasing, and that the inside of you just got bigger. And as though you are in a tiny little room and you open to a great cavern. You'll find the space inside of you, and in that space there is life. Now, usually, if you get to that point where you release completely, you really let go, you'll feel good for a while. Because if anybody who's alive, any human being, has felt compressed inside and crushed and bound up inside, and when you let go, you do feel good. Just because you are no longer metaphorically tied in a very tight straitjacket, you've just released your arms and your blood flow. But if you don't get the release, that's fine too. Just keep on going in deeper and just releasing anything you find, any ice, until it goes to water. Sometimes when you get this release very strongly, you will experience what the Taoists call emptiness, where everything loses all form. Everything can be anything and nothing. There is no more form, and you arrive at the essence of something. And the essence is a relaxation where nothing is anything in particular. Space is not an object. It's not anything you can name. It's none of that. It's not something you can hold on to. It's just space. And in that space there is much freedom. And whether you go all the way there in the beginning, or it takes you some days or weeks or months, that's fine, because it will happen. Sometimes in the beginning, but more times not be a full release right away. It will not be a complete let go. But even if you only begin to let go a little bit, even if you just are able to keep on going from ice to water, you will be able to relax. And we can close whenever you're ready. sending all benefit gained from this practice out to help all the sentient creatures of the universe. There's Joanne. So any thoughts or questions at the moment? Okay.
No, I will say that I know we've been doing dissolving a lot in other classes too. I found this particularly helpful.
Good. Good. Thank you, John. So, one of the things I was going to mention is that Jonas Sanchez, who recently redid the Connecticut World Tai Chi Day site, interviewed me at some length recently, actually for 2.5 hours, and has posted about a half-hour video that he's edited from that on the Connecticut World Tai Chi Day.org site. And I have to say Jonas has done a really wonderful job there. So if you'd like to listen to me talk a little more, you can check that out. So any other thoughts at the moment?
David, can you just include that site on your next invitation or a link for us?
I will include it with the video and notes today.
Thank you.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is say goodbye and pause the video, and then we can talk to Linda without recording it. So, thank you. Look forward to next week.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.